You stopped talking not out of anger but confusion. Every time you looked at him, you searched for answer in his eyes, but he never looked at long enough. So you smile less, laugh never, and when no one was around, you cry, muffing so fall into your pillow, as if your pain might disturb the wall. Taehyung burning himself in work, late night at the office, back-to-back meetings, pretending he didn't check his phone 100 times just to see if you messaged first. He thought distance would make it easy, but it didn't. At the company headquarters, Jimin barged into his office unannounced, eyes sharp. "You have been miserable." "I am busy," he muttered, flipping through the files. Jimin snatched the folder away. "Cut the crap. You are not yourself. Everyone see it. I see it. She probably see it too." Taehyung closed his eyes, jaw clenched. "Don't bring her into this." Too late, he leaned forward. "You love her, don't you?" The question hit like a thunderclap. Taehyung looked away, shadow hard. "I do," he admitted quietly. "That's why I letting her go." Jimin stared at him, stunned. "What?" Taehyung's voice broke. "She's sunshine." She laughed loud, talked endlessly, because bring life into every piece she walked into. "And me, I am just the man who silenced her. She's happier with other. I saw it." "You are wrong," he interrupted, eyes narrow. "She's not happy. She's breaking, and it's not because she wants someone else. It's because she wants you, but you don't show up." Silence fell again, but this time it wasn't peaceful. You begin with the little thing, a drawer, a shelf, a side of the closest, quietly, carefully. You started packing pieces of yourself away, not because you were ready to leave, but because you thought he already had. You avoid his gaze, sipping meals when he was home, answering his polite question with one word reply. You couldn't bear to look at him too long because your heart kept whispering, "He doesn't want you anymore." And then he watches from across the hallway, from behind door frame, from the edge of a room that used to feel like yours. You wore a soft smile the other night when your childhood friend Jinwoo came over for the family dinner. Taehyung stood at the distance, frozen as he watches you laugh with ease, your eyes lighting up. It shattered him. She deserved someone like him, he muttered to himself that night, alone in his study, a glass of untouched whiskey in hand, someone who make her happy. But what he didn't know was this: you smiled like that only because he was watching, hoping desperately that maybe, just maybe, it would make him stay, but he never did, and your heart began to believe he never would. The house is quiet when Jinwoo visits again one last time before moving abroad. You welcome him with a tired smile, one that doesn't quite reach your eyes. The tension in the air is sharp. You have been gotten good at hiding your pain. Taehyung is unexpectedly home, burning leaf he never planned to take, haunted by the empty space your silence left behind. Jinwoo lounges casually on the couch, throwing his arm around you like the brother he always been. Taehyung walked in the hallway just in time to hear Jinwoo laugh and say, "Still can't believe people think I am your lover. You always been my sister, Wayne." Taehyung freeze in the place. Jinwoo office at the weight of his word, walk over the clap him on the back with a grin. She talk about you all the time, you know, she fallen hardened, even if she doesn't admit it. The room still, and in the moment Taehyung's heart stumbled. Every assumption, every doubt, every painful thought that led him to ask for the divorce crumbled. She never stopped loving me, she never looked at anyone else. The guilt wells like a rain time, and for the first time in the week, Taehyung realized he didn't need to let you go, just needed to hold on tighter. Your hand trembled as you stared at the divorce paper in his signature. Already inked, tear burned the word you don't want you to read. Every line feel like a goodbye. He didn't say out loud. Just as your tear fall, the door burst open. Him stormed in breathless, eyes searching, desperate. He see the paper in your grip, the devastation in your expression, and everything in him shatters. So it's true you never loved me. Your breath catch before you can answer. He strike over and snatch the paper from your hand, crumbling them. I love you from the beginning. I thought you didn't. I thought I was nothing to you. Your voice breaks as you cry out. Then why would you ask me to leave if you loved me? He stepped closer, just having voice trembling like a boy who just leaned. What regrets feels like. Because I wanted you to be happy, even if it wasn't with me. A silence painful, thick, with everything you both left unsaid for too long, and for the first time he doesn't hold back. His eyes red-rimmed, reading mixture. His hand reached out, hesitate, but again his voice say it all. He never stopped loving you, just didn't know how to believe you could love him back. He collapsed to his knees before you, like a man finally surrendering to the truth. He burned too long. His voice cracked as he poured out, as carried in the silence. Your laughter, it made my day. A teeny note you left, the keychain, the shock. You don't know how many times I looked at them just to feel close to you. I kept everything. You made my cold world feel like a home. Tears streamed freely down his cheek. I don't want a contract marriage anymore, he says, voice breaking. I want a real marriage, if with you, only if you still want me. You fall to your knees, pulling him into arms. It was always you. You whisper, forehead resting against it. I just didn't know how to tell you. That night, the contract burned in the fireplace, cracking into ash. So does the silence in the stood between you in the place. Two hearts finally closing each other. Not out of duty, not out of obligations, but love, real, raw, and unspoken until now. Morning sunlight spilled into the bedroom, dancing across the soft fabric. One of his share sheet, you walked up, strangling his arm, his hand resting gently over your heart. It's always belonged there, he watching you. You drool when you sleep, he is brushing a thumb under your lips. You sweat his chest and laugh, but he catches your wrist and kisses your finger one by one. Do you still think this is a dream? Sometimes you admit softly, but then you smile and remember it's real. Downstairs, the house smell of coffee and fresh flowers. A small painting you made, two of clumsy and colorful hand curly hallway walls. He refused to let you fix it. It's perfect, he said, because it's us. Dining table holds a half-written letter with your name in his handwriting. You speak the last time. Thank you for choosing me even when I didn't know how to love you right. A smile after letter. The two of you sit in the balcony, your feet resting in his lap. He's read a book. Play with your ankle. There is no drama, no coolness. No more unspoken thing. Just him, just you, just love. Finding the open, soft and steady and real. The rain tapped gently against the window as the soft jazz playing in the background. The wall felt quiet. It's holding its breaches for two of you. Stand behind your arms, wrapping slowly against your waist. His chin rests upon your shoulder, beating against your skin. Did I ever tell you, he whispered, that I memorized the sound of your laugh before I memorized your name? He turned his arms, heart racing. He cupped your face like it's nothing, fragile, precious. For the first time, he doesn't hold back. You make me believe in love again, wine without even trying. He kisses you slow, deep. He is rewriting every mistake with his lips. Your finger cluttered into his shirt as he lifted you gently into his arm and carried you back like you were a cigarette he never wanted to lose there. I love you when you are quiet. I love you when you fight me. I love you even when you think I don't. The night he doesn't just hold you, he cherishes you, he worships every scar the past left on your heart with a touch that says you are finally home. And you fall asleep in his arm, not as a stranger, not as a contract, but as a soulmate who fought through the pain and still chooses each other.